Hey, True Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's Wednesday, December 28th, 2016. The big news story this evening is Debbie Reynolds, the mother of Carrie Fisher, has passed away the day after her daughter. Yesterday, Carrie Fisher, dead December 27th, now December 28th, her mother. And I want to show you the ongoing, very familiar pattern that I've been discussing. On December 23rd, when it was reported that Carrie Fisher was hospitalized after traveling from London to LAX, I said if Carrie Fisher is to die, she will likely die 67 days from her birthday. And a span of 67 days would have been December 26th. 67 days after her birthday was December 27th, the day she passed. And I was explaining on December 23rd that all this year we have seen celebrities die left and right with connections to the number 67, the number of blood sacrifice, the number of Freemasonry, the number of satanic. All throughout history, this number has to do with killing and sacrifice. The word killer in Gematria sums to 67. Notice that Debbie Reynolds in Gematria is 67. All year, I have been documenting this pattern. There are more than 100 videos on this channel showing celebrity deaths and the connection to 67. This has gone on in years outside of 2016, but 2016 has just been out of control with murder by the numbers. Today's date, December 28th, 2016, it's also a date with 76 numerology. The name Debbie Reynolds has one S in it. Remember, S can be worth 1 or 10. S is the 19th letter, and numerology 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. On this calculator, S is always calculated as 1. If you make S worth 10, Debbie Reynolds equals 76, like today's date numerology. Here we are in the United States of America, established in 1776. The word America using the alphabetic order sums to 50, like the 50 states. In Francis Bacon Gematria, the capital A is worth 26 more than the lowercase letters, so America in Francis Bacon Gematria is 76, like the year of establishment. Again, the word master, 76. Special number 76. Her date of death connecting to her name. You know, we saw George Michael, die at age 53 on a date with 53 numerology. We saw Ricky Harris die at age 54 on a date with 54 numerology. Another man with name gematria of 67. This is what murder by numbers looks like. And the only question I have left is, are these people really dying or are they all faking it? Have Carrie Fisher and her mother just both been murdered by the numbers? Or is it that they have both faked their deaths by the numbers and now they get to go off and live in celebrity land for the rest of their lives? And I don't know. We need to do more research. We need to find more answers to know for certain. Debbie Reynolds in simple English gematria using the alphabetic order sums to 139, like Freemasonry as well. And again, there's duality with all of these numbers. I often show the dark side of these numbers because we're talking about dark things such as murder by numbers. But with regards to 67 in women, the word female in Jewish gematria sums to 67. International Women's Day is the 67th day of the year, March 8th. When Hillary Clinton began her presidential campaign, she was 67 years old. Time magazine said she was the perfect age to be a female president. 67. She was born Mary Frances Reynolds, name gematria of 235. For those of you who've been following me all this year into last year, we've been chasing this number 235. It's the first 3 prime numbers, 2, 3, 5. We've noticed that this number shows up around death, coded into her birth name, Mary Frances Reynolds. The name Mary Frances Reynolds also has gematria of 91. When you count 1 through 13, it sums to 91. Before we go on with that, I want to come back up here and show you the first headline CNN had up. After the death, CNN put up this headline, "Death deals a double blow." Death deals a double blow. And of course, it's talking about the mother and the daughter, Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher. Look at the gematria here. Death deals a double blow, sums to 74, like Carrie Fisher, like Jesus, like cross, like gospel, like Masonic, like Jewish, like occult, like killing. This story came just before Christmas, December 23rd. You know, it was a headline during Christmas. These deaths all in close proximity to Christmas. They said Carrie Fisher was taken from gate 74 at LAX. I believe it's J.J. Abrams who's making the new Star Wars films. Her announcement of her near death came on a Friday, 1 week after the new Star Wars film. J.J. Abrams equals 74. The headline up here, death deals a double blow. It also has gematria of 191, like Society of Jesus. Let's look at something real quick that I just thought of. I'm thinking, man, I wish I looked at this. The Jesuit Order's birthday, which is the Society of Jesus, their birthday is September 27th. September 27th. I just want to see how many days it was from the Society of Jesus' birthday to this reported death. We can also look for Carrie Fisher, which is just a day earlier. 92 days or a span of 93 days. Huh. So from the Jesuit Order's birthday to this death today, a span of 93 days. The Jesuit Order is called the Society of Jesus. Society of Jesus equals 191 like the headline. Death deals a double blow. The short name for the Society of Jesus is the Jesuit Order. And Jesuit equals 84, just like United States of America. They're saying Debbie Reynolds has died at age 84. And with regards to 93, let's do this one more time. Christmas, as we celebrate it, is the celebration that was known as Saturnalia. Saturnalia. Saturn in gematria sums to 93. Saturn is said to be the keeper of time to the occult. They tell us in science that the sun in the sky is 93 million miles away. 93 million miles away, God's sun equals 93. So does crucifix. And the timing of Christmas has a lot to do with the crucifix. The crucifix is known as God's son, Jesus on the cross. During the time of the winter solstice, which comes just before Christmas, the position of the sun, it's in relation to the astrological cross in the sky. Jesus, Son of God, cross, crucifix, 93, the sun 93 million miles away, the sun, the true keeper of time in this world, Saturn, the keeper of time to the occult. Look at the gematria of Christianity using the times 6 method. You know, the Christian holy day, Christmas, Saturnalia. I'll have to add that to the post, that it comes 93 days from the Jesuit Order's birthday. And, you know, just for anyone who thinks maybe I'm making it up, look, Jesuit Order, Wikipedia comes in handy. Jesuit Order, known as the Society of Jesus, established September 27th, 1540. 1540. And recall, earlier this year, Pope Francis, who was the first Jesuit pope, who has birth numerology of 84. He's born December 17th, 1936. Date with 84 numerology. Jesuit equals 84. He's the first Jesuit pope. He left the United States of America on the Jesuit Order's birthday through Philadelphia on September 27, 2015. Exactly 191 days later, the Jesuit Catholic School, Villanova, just outside of Philadelphia, won the college basketball championship. Look at this. You can go back and verify this. I have a video. The score of that game was tied at 74-74 with exactly 4.7 seconds left in the clock. And when the shot was made to tie the game at 74, the clock ran down below 4.7, but then they bumped it back up, whoever's keeping shot clock, to 4.7. So we had a tie score of 74-74 with 4.7. And then it was a scripted play at the end. You can go back and watch my video on it, just how magical the scripting was. But they hit the game-winning three, Villanova, to make the score 74-77 with no time left. Jesus 74. Christ, 77. Jesus Christ, the Society of Jesus, Villanova, the Catholic Jesuit school wins the championship 191 days after Pope Francis leaves. Here, I'll just give you one more. September 27th, 2015. The college championship was April 4th. Remember, Villanova won in the round before that with a record 44 points before advancing. Check this out. It's a full span of days. You got to count the full span of days from the Jesuit order's birthday to the day of the championship, 191 days. Society of Jesus. You know, you can't make it up. Philadelphia school Villanova is. The Jesuit Pope left through Philadelphia. Go back and watch my video on the way that college championship ended. It's mind-blowing. The divisors of the number 44 sum to 84. Here's something interesting. Obama's the 44th president. The name Obama in Jewish gematria is 84. His birthday is August 4th. Number 44 with the 84 connections. The divisors of 44 sum to 84. The word kill equals 44. The force equals 84. There was a 33-day Jesuit pope. His last day being alive on this earth was the Jesuit order's birthday. A lot of people think he was killed with arsenic. The day of his reported death, date with 44 numerology, 33rd day of being pope. That was September 28th, 1978, if I remember correctly. But go back and check it out. I got a video on the 33-day pope, dead after the Jesuit order's birthday, by these same numbers. So again, Debbie Reynolds, 67, like her daughter dying 67 days from her birthday. As predicted. Just like earlier this year when I predicted Prince's death, I said Prince has 67 coded on him and more. He ended up dying a span of 67 days from Vanity, his former girlfriend. So her full name in Pythagorean gematria equals 91. Think about the 191 in Society of Jesus. That 91 sequence, again, when you count 1 through 13, sums to 91. Her date of birth, a date with 56 numerology. Carrie Fisher, born in 56. She also died today, a date with 56 numerology. 56 is one of those numbers with 11 numerology. Derek, if you're out there with the Gematrinator, we need to come up with a nice list of 56. I think this is another number that there's a lot I'm missing to, 56. But born on a date with 56 numerology, dead on a date with 56 numerology, her daughter born in 56 who died yesterday. From Debbie Reynolds' birthday, which is April 1st, 4/1, 41 the 13th prime number. From her birthday to the death, today is 271 days later, and I documented this last night on my blog. This was a blog post last night. Cover photo of CNN, a great disturbance in the force. The force equals 44. The divisors of 44 sum to 84. Anyway, a great disturbance in the force equals 271. CNN had this up last night. Now look, the next day, her mother dead 271 days after her birthday. And 271 is a prime number. It happens to be the 58th prime number. The word star equals 58. We're talking about celebrities, stars. Her daughter known for Star Wars. On the dollar bill, dollar bills have a lot to do with wars, especially on the symbolism on them. Annuit Coeptus equals 58. Freemasonry 58. Secret Society 58. Some of the subscribers documented these things. Debbie Reynolds' breakout role was 3 little words, gematria of 213, number associated with Freemasonry, the killing of people. He points out that LA is currently in its 235th year, like her full name gematria. This is why it's worth reading my blog, you guys. There's so many intelligent people that post here that make great finds. There's always more than what I share. There's always more. When you watch my videos, they might blow your mind. It might seem like a lot, but I'm telling you, each video that I've ever made, it's only scratching the surface. Just wait. Years from now, we're going to look back and think this was amateur hour. So here's El Paso, Texas, where she's from. Gematria of 137, the 33rd prime number. Numbers very important to the gang. Authority equals 137. El Paso, Texas, the small way also sums to 38, like death, like killing, like cross, like Fisher. I don't know why I continue to forget to write Fisher up here, but Fisher equals 38, Masonic 38, Jewish Jew. Think about who runs Hollywood, the Zionist Jews, the Freemasons. Apparently, she's also the 119th celebrity death this year. We've been talking about this with Carrie Fisher. Carrie Fisher, 119. Star Wars, 119. All-Seeing Eye, 119. Star of David, 119. Master Plan, 119. Milky Way equals 119. That fits in with the whole Star Wars thing, sort of. 119 is also a reshuffling of 191, the number for Society of Jesus, what's coded into the headline. She said she missed Carrie. Debbie Reynolds dies a day after daughter Carrie Fisher, who died on the 27th. Look at this. She said she missed Carrie equals 103, which is the 27th prime number. And you might recall earlier this year, just before Game 7 of the NBA Finals, the actor Anton Yelchin, which was in Star Trek, he was supposedly crushed by his own car in his driveway. I pointed out how he had birth numerology of 103, and he died at age 27. 103 is the 27th prime. Lo and behold, I pointed out also that his death seemed to be synced up with the Cleveland Cavaliers, who were about to win the NBA Finals. And I pointed out this was going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers' 103rd game of the season, Game 7 of the NBA Finals, the 27th prime, and LeBron James, the star player, went on to score 27 points in Game 7. And 27, it connects to Christianity. The New Testament is 27 books. The first is Matthew. Matthew equals 27. The 27th book of the New Testament is Revelation, the book of prophecy. We talked about how Carrie Fisher, born on date numerology connecting to prophecy. Everything about the NBA Finals was prophecy. There's so much overlap with these numbers. But they all have significance. They have spiritual significance. They have real-world significance. There's depth behind this coding. It's not arbitrary. There's a reason there's a 27 club. 27 is the product of 3 times 3 times 3, or 3 cubed. 3, 3. You know? Kind of a backhanded way of getting to 33 is 27. 3, the Trinity. So again, Carrie Fisher dead 67 days from her birthday. Then her mother dead the next day with 67 name gematria. All year, people dying by 67. Carrie Fisher's birth numerology. I'll link the other videos I've done on Carrie Fisher, as well as the other recent celebrity deaths this week. Just amazing what's going on. First headline from CNN when she was hospitalized. Carrie Fisher hospitalized 137, the 33rd prime. They said she was ill, 33. She was flying from London. London, 74. Jesus on the cross at 33. Jesus equals 74. Cross, 74 on the cross at 33. Out of the 50 states, only one sums to 74. It's the 33rd state, Oregon. Arsenic on the periodic table, which has been used to kill people. The 33rd element, arsenic equals 33. It has an atomic weight of 74. I don't want to be too redundant, you know. I covered all this stuff in the prior videos I put out, the relationship between these things. When you write out 44 and 71, they sum to 144, like hospitalized. Carrie Fisher was hospitalized, supposedly, on the perfect date by the numbers. The divisors of 119 sum to 144, you know. George Michael, Ricky. You know, if you missed the video I put out on Ricky Harris earlier today, just same thing again and again, Truth Seeker. It's been this all year. It's been this all year. It's unreal. It's unreal, Truth Seeker. I hope 2017 is the year we put it to rest. That's my mission right now. I don't know if it's a little too ambitious, but I think it's totally worth it to put this to an end in 2017. You know? The celebrity deaths are one thing. This gang, they're responsible for so many things. Scripted news, needless wars. There's maniacs in charge, and I think 2017 is the year they all need to be put to bed. Till next time, Truth Seeker.